Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. Welcome to our Word of the Day series, where I take your requests for words that you struggle to pronounce correctly in American English. I try to show you accent error patterns to watch out for, similar words, and resources for pronouncing these words correctly. Thank you so much for those of you who've made suggestions for our Word of the Day playlist. I have a long list of words to cover, and I'm working my way through those. If you have a request you'd like to see, please leave that in the comments and I'll add it to my list. Today's request has been requested by several people, and the primary issue here is pronouncing the word party correctly. I do have some videos already talking about the word party, but what I want to show specifically in this video is how we pronounce party versus the words potty and putty. And I have many people have asked about party versus potty. They feel that they're pronouncing those two words the same and they want to avoid that problem. And we'll also talk about what's different about the word putty. So all of these words have the challenge of Americans will say these letter T's with a flap sound. So rather than party or potty or putty, we don't say the clear T with the release of air. We say these as a flap. It sounds more like a light D. I'm not really saying a strong D, not pardy, but I lift up my tongue to that D position and my voice is on. It's just a light touch up. Party, potty, putty. So that is one of the elements. And then the difference between the vowel sounds is what makes these words different from one another. So in the word party, and this is the word you're probably wanting to say the most, is you have the R diphthong. And so before practicing anything else, make sure you can do your American R sound. And the R diphthong goes from the vowel ah to the vowel So starting with you can build from that tight back tongue and use the correct R in party. So try R, par, and then finally party. So I'll rewrite that like par, D. The stress is on the first syllable, so I have time and length to say my par to get my R diphthong. Party. And then I have a light touch on D. Party. Other words like that, the word hardy has the same RD combination. Party, hardy. Can't think of any that have the RD besides that. There may be some others. Then when we look at potty, there's no R sound. And so we just have the vowel ah. It sounds like pa. Finally, potty, potty. And what will happen is that you may be trying to say party and your R drops out, and then it sounds too much like potty, potty. So this one I want just an open ah vowel to go right back to my D at the end. Potty, potty, party. Finally, putty, I have a schwa sound, and this is similar to how I would pronounce the word buddy. I just have an sound and my D. So putty and buddy have the same vowel. That's the vowel that sounds like it's called vowel schwa, and in this case it's a stressed schwa. So let's practice some sentences with these words. I think for most of you, focusing on how to get that R in party so that it doesn't sound like potty or putty is the main focus. You can use my American R playlist to help you with that R diphthong and all words with the R sound. So let's try some things that might help you are to match other words that are similar. So I might say it's a card party. The party is in the yard. So I'm using other words that have the ard combination. It was hard to have a party. Potty. We talk about the potty as a nickname for the bathroom for little kids. Putty. I have some putty to caulk the walls. There's a toy called Silly Putty. Okay, so I hope that helps you with the word party. That's definitely a challenging word because of the R and the flap T sound. When you slow down and you break down the sounds in the word, you should be able to put that R in and have a correct pronunciation of the word party. Thank you for that suggestion, and for those of you who've made other requests and comments and suggestions, I do go through and read all of the comments on all the videos and respond to them, share resources for your questions from speechmodification.com and from our channel here. And I'll be back again tomorrow with our next Word of the Day series, as well as on Friday with our free question and answer class. And on Sundays, I have my members only classes. If you want to learn a little bit more about membership and the kinds of perks that you can check that out by clicking the join button and looking at what types of extra videos and training is offered to our members. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound American, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.